How being a tour photographer for Harry Styles feels. The past year has been characterized by Lloyd Wakefield as sort of mental. Prior to joining Harry Styles on tour, the 26-year-old was employed by a grocery store in the UK. Currently, the young man is traveling the world as Styles' love-on-tour photographer. Wakefield has captured the excitement and glitter of a singer who is swiftly becoming an icon at almost 50 events. His charmingly chaotic and close-up photos of Styles instantly feel like additions to the canon of tour photos that are ingrained in our collective musical consciousness, including those of Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and the Rolling Stones. Is he experiencing the joy of reaching a career high? Actually, no. I often question why I'm not doing something in comparison to other people, particularly the Instagram photographers I follow. Why am I not more busy? Informed me Wakefield. But perhaps that will never end. I make an effort to appreciate the journey more. I know, it sounds really cliché. During a rare day off, I discussed the Manchester native's year of firsts with him. Both late-night conversation and as it was required me to take behind-the-scenes pictures, due to the complexity of the video and the extensive training and choreography required, as it was required a few days of rehearsal. It was intriguing to see it from the inside since it was like being in a bubble. Harry had just released the album and was getting ready for a big tour, so the time was ideal. Harry was the first live show I had ever actually recorded. He was the first live performance I ever recorded. He probably is unaware of that. I used to say, well, you turn up, chill all day, before I had really shot a tour. The performance, the show, tweak it, and then leave. Nevertheless, it goes beyond that. You're not merely filming a live performance. The band, the crew, and Harry himself are involved backstage. Being a part of it is crazy. I was born and raised in Manchester, where I spent my childhood playing football and making it my life's work. I was attempting to become pro, but it eventually failed, so I took a job in retail. I used to capture pictures after working shifts at Aldi. As it developed, it eventually turned into making videos for coffee shops for no pay at all in order to build a portfolio. A jewelry company for a local influencer was my first paid position. How does Harry do as a boss? Does he anticipate the images to be ready quickly following a performance? I try to finish them that evening. After I leave the stage after the performance, I immediately plug my SD card into my laptop and begin editing. I usually finish about 3 in the morning. I'm really sorry, and then return the following day after a 10 or 11-hour nap. One of my best employers was Harry. He is from Manchester as well. We share a lot of similarities and are roughly the same age. When I'm shooting, it improves the dynamic. When he's performing, he's communicating with me. Just joking around here. It is crucial, in my opinion. I doubt the photographs would have turned out as they have if the process had been too rigid. I try to treat it like a buddy. Do you have any suggestions for aspiring photographers or people that admire your work? Never be afraid to reach out. People frequently contact me, either to beg for help or just general advice. Never will I become upset with someone for asking for assistance. There is a significant probability that someone you believe to be unreachable will notice a message or email, especially with social media. To move on, you must display yourself in the store window. It's quite simple to fade away into the background if you make a lot of plans in your brain but don't carry them out. At least you're on set, even if you're only the third assistant. Learn everything you can by becoming a sponge, and just generally act polite. No matter how talented you are, if you are a jerk, no one wants to be around you. Consider others. Little things truly do make a difference, because they think, who am I to accomplish this? A lot of times, I believe individuals rule themselves out of opportunities. Exactly, and I had that same thought. But after that, you approach a photographer or whatever and ask, can we have coffee if you're in town one day? I regret not reaching out to more people when I first started because, as simple as it sounds, it would have expedited everything. In what direction do you anticipate your photographic career going? Any other coveted positions? I'd really like to helm an England World Cup commercial. That would be the highest point. To be honest, I could die a happy man then. Other from that, I try to avoid setting specific objectives. I'm content as long as it keeps becoming stronger. Sometimes it takes one stride back to make 2 steps forward. After our gigs in Australia, we resume our European tour from May through the end of July. It's a lot of fun because the following 6 months have already been shut out. I'm very thrilled. At the moment, I'm only living for 6 months at a time.